Kaibahan ng fixed cost and variable cost. Hi guys, this is Jesse Alcaraz. I teach people accounting, business, and financial literacy concepts. And for this video, we will be learning ano nga bang kaibahan ng variable cost tsaka yung tinatawag na fixed cost and how we will use these two costs in computing for our break-even point. By the way, before I proceed, thank you so much for those who have attended our meet and greet activity in Davao City last Saturday. It was a very fruitful, kahapon pala no, Saturday. It was a very fruitful discussion and maraming sharing no, from different persons, iba-ibang industry. May isang kaming kasama doon, si Sir Nel, who's into refrigeration and air conditioning. We also have someone na operator ng Grab taxi, si Ma'am Maria Ong, and we also have someone from who's actually free diving instructor, si Sir Kim, and basta marami kami doon. And by the way, thank you so much pala for some products no na binigay sa akin. This is AC Sense from Miss Maria Ong. So you might want to check out sa Facebook page na. And of course, from Ma'am Reg Duran, Pink Mully. So, cosmetic products from Korea. So, ayun. Going back to the topic, no? Kasi maraming nagtatanong, no? Or maraming nagpapa-explain with regards to break-even point. And basically, dalawa lang naman talaga yung important figures na tinitingnan natin sa break-even point. The variable cost, tsaka, of course, the selling price. Tatlo pala. Selling price, the variable cost, tsaka the fixed cost. So, we will try to discuss ano tong fixed cost, ano tong variable cost, and we will also be having an example for the break-even point computation of a service business kasi marami din nagre-request ng service business. So, let's start discussing the theories muna. So, first is the variable cost. So, the variable cost, according to Investopedia, is a corporate expense that changes in proportion to how much a company sells or produces or sells, rising and falling as production decreases. Okay? So, variable cost is a cost na, ayun na nga, tumataas siya pag mataas yung production natin and bumababa naman siya kung mababa yung production or sales natin. So, for example, yung karne. Okay? So, if your business is into restaurants or into food and karne, meat is one of your primary ingredients. So, pag marami kang nabibenta or pag marami kang naluluto, karne as a variable cost increases as well. And of course, kung wala ka namang nabibenta or close ka for that particular day, no expenses naman for this particular ingredient. So, that is a variable cost. The fixed cost, on the other hand, is a cost that does not change with an increase or decrease in the number of goods or service produced or sold. So, regardless kung mag-open ka ng tindahan, makakabenta ka ng marami or konti lang yung benta mo, fixed cost will always be fixed. Ito talaga yung hinahabol natin in terms of expenses. Kasi yung variable cost naman, kung hindi tayo makabenta or kung magkuklose na tayo, wala naman tayong gastos for this particular cost. However, for fixed cost, ayun na nga, kahit magsara tayo for the entire month, the fixed cost will continue to be fixed. Now, for some examples. So, let us assume this kind of business, massage parlor. Kasi maraming nagre-request that we give an example or discuss a service business. And massage parlor or spa is a service business. So, example of the variable cost in relation to this business would be the commission of the therapist. Kasi, as far as I know, the therapists are only paid depending on the number of customers na namamassage nila. Therefore, kung wala silang clients for today, wala din silang kita. So, that is something variable. Laundry in relation sa bedsheet, yung sa yung sa kumot or mga kailangang labhan for every specific customer, so I'd still consider variable cost kasi yung kumot naman or yung bedsheet, hindi naman yan nagagamit kung walang customer. So, we will only have that kind of expense if meron tayong customer. So, we also have essential oils, of course. Unless na lang kung dry, kung dry. Kahit dry naman ata, may oil pa rin. I'm not sure. Anyways, so as far as I'm concerned, pag nagpapamasahe ako, there will always be oils then. So, we can also consider that one as cost. And tea, so there are massage parlors na nag-offer ng tea every time na may customer, though marami din namang hindi. But for this example, let's just include that one sa variable cost natin. So, sa fixed cost naman, of course, number one dyan would be rent, the salary of the cashier. So, kung napansin nyo, sweldo din ito. However, for this one, variable siya kasi nga, commission-based siya. As for the salary naman ng cashier, fixed kasi, let's say, per month siya or every 15 days, fixed yan. So, regardless kung marami or konti lang yung customer, fixed yung mababayaran nating sweldo para sa cashier. We also have water. Though water naman is mixed. There's a portion, water and electricity, may portion yan na variable, may portion din yan na fixed. But for purposes of discussion, let's just assume that the water, electricity are also fixed together with the internet. And also food. Maraming massage parlor kasi that have in-house therapists na nagbabudget din sila for the food. So again, let's just include that one for the fixed cost. Now for the specific numbers. So for the therapist commission, sige, maglagay muna tayo ng price. Let's say 350 per hour. So ito yung magiging unit of production natin per hour, and the price would be 350 per hour. So sa therapist commission, ang alam ko is 40% siya. Okay, 40% ng 350. So magkano yan? That is 35, paano ba? 7140, tama ba? Let's try to check. 350 times 0.40. Ayan, 140. Sir, 140 lang pala. So, in this case, 140. So, paki-check na lang ako, paki-correct na lang ako kung baka mali yung computation. So, 140 is the cost. Yan yung therapist commission. So, laundry, lagyan na lang natin ng 20 pesos. Sa essential oil, let's say 10 pesos. Tsaka sa tea, 5 pesos. So, total ng variable costs natin would be 160, 170, 175. Okay? So, per hour ito. Per unit. For the rent, say 15,000. Tapos, cashier, let's say 10,000. Sa water, di ganun kalaki. 1,000 lang. Electricity, kasi may aircon. 5,000. Internet, sabihin natin 1,500. Tsaka sa food, let's say the budget would be around 7,000. So, total fixed expenses natin would be 25, 26, 31, 38, 39,500. Okay? So, let's check. 25, 26, 31, 32,500, 39,500. So, again, review lang. The variable cost per unit is 175, and then the fixed cost 39,500. So let's just now compute for the BEP. But before that one, formula muna. So the BEP in units, take note, meron tayong BEP in sales, and then meron din tayong BEP in units. But for purposes of this discussion, BEP in units tayo, break-even point. So, fixed cost, alam na natin yan, fixed cost. And then, for the denominator naman, it is price minus variable cost. Ito po yung tinatawag na contribution margin. So, sir, ano po yung contribution margin? It is the difference between the price and the variable cost. Okay. So, let us Lagyan na natin ng figures. Fixed cost natin, 39,500 divided by price natin, 350 per hour. Tapos yung variable cost per unit natin, 175. So that would be 39,500 over, tama ba? 175. Okay? 175 din. So parang naging 50% yung margin natin dito. Selling price 350, 175. And then for our break-even point in units, so calculator tayo, di kaya ng powers natin yan. 39,500 divided by 175. So that would be 225.71. 225.71 or 226 hours. Ito yung monthly ito yung monthly break-even point. Kailangan natin ng 226 hours per month. Okay? So 226 divide 30 days. So that's 7.5. 7.5 or 8 hours per day at 30 days 30 operating days. Ayan. So there you have it. That's the computation. So it simply means that every day, at least, no, at the very least, meron tayong 8 hours or usually 1 hour, ano naman yan? Every customer, at least 1 hour naman yan. So at least, meron tayong 8 customers per day in order to break even. Again, sa mga hindi pa alam, ano ang break even? Break even point is the point wherein zero profit, zero losses. Okay? Wala tayong profit, wala din tayong loss. So this is the minimum performance or production na kailangan ma-hit ng business natin. So beyond that point, beyond the break-even point, that's the time na papasok na paunti-unti yung profit. So for so long as di pa natin na-hit sa break-even point, sigurado, lugi po yan. So there you have it. Fixed cost, variable cost, the break-even point, and the example na service business. So if you have questions, feel free to comment it down sa baba. If you want to learn directly from me, you can just schedule an appointment. Pero yun lang, medyo busy tayo lately, so medyo tricky in finding a free schedule. But nevertheless, now we'll try to find some time. Ayun lang, and mayang gabi sa tanan.